Hey guys, we late again, but this story was something that I read earlier today and I wanted to go over it. Go ahead and like and subscribe to the channel. Today we're going to talk about Chris Paul. And it seems like every day a new story comes out about it, but this one made me eat my words because you may not know, but I'm not the biggest Chris Paul fan. But I also know when right is right and wrong is wrong. And in this case, Chris Paul was in the right. So this is about Chris Paul trying to help Clippers culture. Let's get into it, and then we can talk about why Chris Paul was in the right. So I saw this on the internet today, and basically it says that Chris Paul reportedly threw a Halloween party, and barely any of his Clippers teammates showed up. Per Ramona Shelburne. Some of the things early on, like he invited guys to his suite at the Rams game and he threw a Halloween party and then no one came. After that, they get worked the first night in Utah, which makes this even sadder. Like seriously, a Halloween party and maybe three players showed up. I think Brad came and Zubiak and Zubac. Chris is trying to be like, I'm gonna help build some culture. I'll bring guys over to my house. Let's work out together. Let's have a Halloween party. And he and his wife threw the party in the suite after the Halloween game. And again, only three players came. So you're looking at this and thinking he's trying to fill the leadership void the way he knows how, and every time he did, they would kind of recoil like, it's too much. So, yeah, you're not gonna go very far without some kind of team culture or bringing the group together like an ensemble so that they can perform together at their best. There has to be some bonding. It's not like um, talents that, they're all super talented, they're all superstars, so they're like, hey, we're just going to show up and do our jobs individually. But what Chris Paul was trying to do was build some chemistry. He was trying to um, uh, get let players get to know each other, and that's important. That's the reason why at our jobs they throw Christmas parties and office parties and pizza parties, and we're like, why are they wasting our time? But it's necessary because you build sort of like a rapport with your coworkers, and you're more likely to look out for them or try to have their back more in situations that this is part of the work experience. And yeah, they're basketball players, but they work. And you need a bonding experiences. But what I'm hearing is the reason why they didn't come to this Halloween party isn't really because he was running amok, right? Which is one of the reasons why I'm like, I'm not pro Chris Paul, but the reason that they gave, now I'm like, oh, Chris Paul has a point here. The reason they didn't come is because Chris Paul is no longer the star on the team, and for in repeated sources, I'm hearing that the players don't respect when non-star players are trying to do stuff to help build team chemistry. So it's a respect thing. They didn't come to the party because they don't feel like they had to um, gain Chris Paul's respect, because they pretty much are ahead of him on a pole as far as playing time. Uh, it's unfortunate. I understand it. It's sad, but like it's they still should have just showed up. Like even if you're not respecting the fact that he doesn't play, it's not just about playing. That shows to me there's a maturity level that's missing on the team. Sorry. And the leader of the team, I'm going to say, is Kawhi, but I don't know if a leader that doesn't speak much is a leader. That's another topic for another time. But like, if he threw the party, maybe they would have showed up, but I don't even think so. Like if you have no culture in the first place, you're not conditioned to come to any event, which is what Ramona was saying near the end. Like they kind of would recoil at the fact that he would ask them to come to these things, like come to the suite and come to the parties. There are a lot of veterans on the team too, so they're like, oh, maybe they're too old for this. Maybe when he was on the Spurs, it worked, but here it kind of doesn't. Uh, the Spurs team, they're a little bit younger, so even if he's not playing the minutes, they're going to look up to him for his experience in the league, and they're going to respect the things that he says. But here, they're just not doing it, and they didn't show up to the party. I would have showed up to the party, even if I did not like Chris Paul. I would have showed up to your party, Chris Paul. So kind of sad if they're unwilling to do things that build the team that don't concern basketball, then the Clippers are just not going to be cut out to win at all. Just start over. Start shipping the players out if you can. Start from scratch. Hopefully whoever comes in is able to instill the culture needed, or at least the culture that Chris Paul was trying to bring into the team. But right now with this squad, they're not willing to budge, and they're not going to change overnight. So start over, cut it. Anyway, go ahead and like and subscribe to the channel. We talks about sports on Facebook as well. You can see all our links on the profile, but shout out to the members of 2MW Sports. Shout out to y'all for listening, and peace.